If you open a book, read a page and feel like you read nothing. Again you open the book, read a page and you get distracted by the notifications in your phone. You read the page and feel like blank. Then this video is for you. See, you can't study. This is just a vague sentence we are giving to ourselves every time. Right? There is no reason for I can't study. There is no justification for I can't study, and hence this video is for all the students facing this issue. Welcome on the platform Diksha Vedantu. This is your faculty Tanvi Ma'am. Today we are going to talk about the most serious concern before the examination, because now class 9th or class 10 students, you started studying and somewhere your PT1 or your test, internal assessment test has been started in school, but you feel like I started with lot of motivation in the class 9, class 10, right? Where the motivation went, because here the exams are tomorrow or in future some days, but I'm not well prepared. I'm not even able to concentrate in the studies. This is the problem. So my dear students, hear me out. This video is going to be very helpful for you. We need not to quit. This is just the starting. We need not to quit today, tomorrow or ever in our life. There is no word like quit. That is the reason you're watching this video right now. Right? What is this word quit basically? So the main and important thing is to figure out the problem. There are certain problems which I am usually seeing in some of the students. See, you're sitting motivated on the study table, you're taking the book, but you're not feeling interested, because if you read some of the paragraphs, something else is going in your mind, and after some time you feel blank that what I read here, does this happens to you? Again, you're reading a paragraph, notification pops up, you see that, your attention now catches into the phone, now you forget what you read. So if this is going on with you again and again, this is totally wastage of time. If you're reading something, you're learning something and it's not in your mind, then it is just a wastage of time, beta. The problem lies in the mechanism or the surroundings we are in right now. Every one of you, see, this is not the problem with you. Every one of you right now have the phone handy in them. Like if we talk about the old people, there is again no comparison between the old and the young people. You will think I'm talking like your parents, that in our zamana, in our generation, we were like that. No. Just one difference between your generation and the older one, they were not having the phone. The only thing where they have to concentrate was books. The only interesting source of information for them was books. But right now you have alternate source of information. And that source of information are built with new technology, with beautiful studies of like dopamine, of technologies, of high retention and all. So now your attention from books has been snatched by those gadgets, and that is the problem, and that is the problem when we know we have to find the solution. Okay? So the first and the most important thing, you saw that given up is a word written on the thumbnail and you are here, that actually tells me about that, beta, you are on the right direction, right? Again and again we see a lot of videos get motivated, sit on the study table, and what happens after some days? You don't feel like it. You don't feel like studying, you don't feel like doing, beta. There is simple strategy of like focusing on studies which I will share you today. The first thing is, beta, if you are someone who is not scoring good in your marks, in your exams, like if you had your PT1 and could not score good and you feel like I can't study, bhai, right? See, this is just a maths calculation. It is a map basically. Right? It is the calculation where we have to figure out that where we went wrong. It is not your intelligence which was low. It is not your worth which is low. It is not your future obviously which is not. Nobody is gonna judge you by this, right? PT1 results. But you yourself have to judge it by your PT1 results, beta. If you are scoring somewhere very less marks, here 34 is written. However, I am considering PT marks as 30. And you scored somewhere around 8 or 10 marks, beta, it is low. Now what you have to figure out is not the score, but the mistakes, the gaps that needs to be filled for the next time. But every time what happened, now we sit in the exams. We get low marks and started giving excuses to our parents. We start giving. Like always, I used to give this excuse, particularly when my mama asked, oh, you scored this much, and I used to compare myself with the friends who scored less. Then I got the answer in reply, why are you not comparing the ones who are the toppers? Obviously, you might also be hearing this at your home. Actually, that is the problem. We don't autopsy the paper. Autopsy. We don't do the autopsy of the paper. That means that we don't scan the paper after giving it. We don't find out the mistakes we made in. We just give the excuses. I didn't know this answer. Arey, why? And if you didn't know that answer at that time, do you know it right now? That is the question. Ran out of the time. This was my first exam. Now, mama, I was not able to write it completely because I was not aware about the time. I have no practice of it. So, from that day, did you start practicing for that? No, na? That is the problem. You made silly mistakes. Okay, mama, I made silly mistakes. I will not do it next time. But how you're not going to do it next time? Are you started practicing for that? Are you focusing on the gaps that were left last time? No, na? That is the problem. Next is, mama, I misread it. Right? There was something else written. I misread it. Otherwise, I could have scored more. Beta, these are all excuses, not for mom, not for dad, not for the teachers. You are giving this to you. You are dropping your marks because of you and just saying that I can't study. I'm not able to concentrate. I'm not able to give my 100%, but then who will give? You yourself. And how to give it? The answer is here itself. Right? The first thing that we need to sort out from our life is the phone. But it is not for only you, it's for me also, for everyone watching right now. Not only for students. Beta, phone is actually taking our most of time. Everyone know that. You can't beat it with the willpower. Only thing, no motivational story, no teacher's guidance, no parent scolding can take your phone away. It is just you who can take your phone away. It is just your willpower who can take your phone away. You know, there are a lot of people, it's built by 100 of people whose whole job is to keep you hooked. That's not a fair fight. So obviously, you are hooked with a phone, you are just scrolling the phone, and a lot of people are working to keep you hooked, right? To keep your phone in your hand. So understand that it's not just a fight with you and the phone, with a lot of people around. Just one thing, I'm not asking you to keep the phone for 100%. I will not say that delete your social media apps and do not have a phone. Ask your parents to snatch your phone for 1 year. Nahi bhai. Don't do that. We need to be updated also. The one thing and the only thing that you need to do is take 1 hour in your day. Just 1 hour in your day where your phone is not with you. You just keep it in Almira or give it to your parents and decide that in that 1 hour daily, I will give time for self-preparation. That means self-study. Trust me, if you start following this now, this is known as detoxicating ourselves from the phone. And I started doing that. I am taking 1 hour of my day when I'm walking on the terrace or doing certain my important works, keeping my phone aside for 1 hour, and you know, the mind actually works. The idea is that time I get now, that's very, very helpful. So the first thing that is this. Second thing, now, because you started your class from April, you started studying very nicely, but then you gradually go down in your graph. What happened? The syllabus is actually piling up day by day and making a mountain. That is the reason we every time tell you now, by study daily, whatever is taught in your school. But okay, if you don't do that, right? If you don't do that, do not get scared by this mountain. Okay, it happens that you piled up the syllabus, but do you feel that you will sit in a single day from morning to evening and cover that mountain? No. right? To gradually erode this mountain, to shrink this mountain, we have to start studying daily. Study for boards, a mountain your brain shutdowns in front of, so shrink it. One topic a day, that is for 25 minutes, and gradually mountain becomes hill and hill becomes the plain area. So getting my point, it is not the task of like taking stress, tension and thinking about that I will sit and study everything in one go. Beta, that day is not going to come. Start studying from today, small that I am telling you. 25 minutes a day should be yours without phone, right? Dissolving this mountain. So start doing that from today. And the third one is fake studying. By this, you have to be loyal about yourself. Now you are aware about my parents will scold me if I don't study. My teachers have given certain work. I will sit and study. You are sitting. Actually, you are sitting on the study table just because you were motivated that I have to study. But now figure out, are you actually studying? But there are a lot of students I have seen that they are very smart, they are very good, they sit on the study table on time, they sit for long 2 hours, but they are not actually studying. This is known as fake studying, and that happens. You are taking your phone, chilling with the phone, 15 minutes of one sum, then moving to another subject, then figuring out, I got the homework also, let me do that first. Beta, you are just making mess. Okay? So again and again, just increasing the workload, rather learn to decrease that. How? Rereading and highlighting feels productive, then in the exam, nothing is there. Your eye move, your brain sleeps. If you are just taking the book, reading it and reading it, use all your senses. When you study, you have to speak. When you speak, after that you have to write. If you are studying something, speak after it. Use the anchor method. And after that, write everything on the copy. Make 1-page notes or short notes. Beta, follow this. Whenever you study, you have to write it. Find it. If you're finding it as a waste of time, find it. You will see the worth after some time. So again, read it, speak it aloud and write it. Use this method, that is going to help you. That is known as active recall, by the way, and the graph will grow like this. For a period of time, you will feel like nothing is working, but then it will jump because you are going to do this for longer period of time. But one thing should be there, that is consistency. Your effort will give the result if you are consistent. Results will come late, but definitely they are going to come. But if you are consistent, that is the point. Okay? So stop comparing. One and the important thing, beta, every time we start comparing ourselves with our friends, we do that. Their marks, their notes. You are writing notes, you are very sure about that. Next day you go to school, you see your friend's note and you are like now inspired by that. You come home and remake the notes. Beta, that is wastage of time. Do not get inspired, or do not get compare. Do not compare your notes, your marks, your anything with your friends. Your real competition is you. You are the real competition. If you scored 60 last time, give yourself the goal of 65. If you studied 20 minutes last time, give yourself the target of 30 minutes this time. Your competition is you yourself. So just stop comparing and start improving. That is the important thing, beta. Okay? That is the most important thing that you have to do. Your 4-step plan should be from today. Tonight, the time you are watching this video is, pick one subject. Okay, pick one subject, just one, not everything. Science, history, everything at a single study table, keeping everything motivated and keeping all the books aside. No, just one subject. Phone in another room for 1 hour. Set the timer of 25 minutes. Study for 25 minutes. Close the book, take rest, and then recall. And then recall by what you studied. Okay? Pay attention to that. Then sit for another 25 minutes. Set the timer. If you read it, close the book and do the active recall method. This is how in 2 slots, 25 minutes, you have done it. You have done it actually. So the time you were figuring out what to study, what not to study, I got marks less in this, when to study, I'll make a beautiful timetable. Rather than doing all those things, start from today. You are a whole person, not a mark sheet. Okay, by the way, these are the lines that that makes us motivated. More than that, you yourself needs to make yourself beta motivated a lot. Okay, there's no one gonna help you, no one gonna help you keep motivated. It's just you. Start comparing, start working on yourself. No one is greater than you. Okay, so I hope that you are going to do that from today. Do that from today and never say that I can't study, because you can. You can, just by changing your habits. Now go and prove it. Prove it to nobody, just to yourself. So one subject, one timer tonight, and do not forget to hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe. Meet you soon in the next video. Up till then, tata, bye bye.